Hi there, and welcome to Storytime with Kay. Today we will read Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, Vidia Takes Charge, by Melissa Lagonegro and illustrated by the Disney Storybook Artists. This book was published by Disney Press in 2010. Tinkerbell and her friends are bringing summer to the mainland. Terrence and Tinkerbell fly to fairy camp. This is where the fairies prepare for summer. One fairy paints lovely lines on a butterfly's wings. Other fairies teach crickets to sing. Everyone is very busy. Suddenly, humans drive by. The fairies hide so the humans cannot see them. But Tinkerbell is curious. She follows the human's car. Vidia is a fast-flying fairy. She speeds after Tink and tries to stop her. Tink peers at the humans. They get out of the car. A little girl named Lizzie skips into the house. Her father carries their luggage. Tink wants to look at the car. She flies into the engine. "Vidia, this is amazing," says Tink. But Vidia is angry. "You shouldn't be this close," she yells. Tink is too busy to listen. She pulls a lever. Water sprays out at Vidia. Now Vidia is angry and wet. Soon the humans come back. Tink and Vidia quickly hide. Lizzie and her father catch a butterfly. They look at its pretty wings. Lizzie believes that fairies painted them. But her father does not believe in fairies. "Fairies are not real," he tells Lizzie. Tink and Vidia try to leave, but Vidia can't fly. Her wings are still wet. Tink tells Vidia she's sorry. Vidia just yells at Tink. But Tink isn't listening. She sees a fairy house that Lizzie made. "Wow," says Tink. Tink goes into the house. She starts to explore. "We're not supposed to go near human houses," warns Vidia. But Tink won't listen. Vidia decides to teach Tink a lesson. She makes a great gust of wind, slams the door shut. Now Tink is locked inside the fairy house. Lizzie catches Tink. She puts Tink in a bird cage so the cat cannot reach her. Vidia watches from the window. She did not mean for Tink to get caught. Vidia rushes back to fairy camp. She tells the other fairies that Tink is trapped. "We have to hurry and save her," cries Vidia. But a snowstorm has begun. The fairies cannot fly in the rain. Clank and Bobble have an idea. "We're going to build a boat," they tell everyone. At Lizzie's house, Tink is scared. But Lizzie does not want to hurt Tink. Lizzie shows Tink her fairy drawings. Tink realizes how much Lizzie loves fairies. Lizzie's father hears Lizzie talking to Tink. He goes to her room. But Lizzie wants to keep Tink a secret. She hides Tink until her father leaves. Tinkerbell is ready to leave. Lizzie wants her to stay. "There's so much we can do," pleads Lizzie. Tink teaches Lizzie about fairies. Lizzie takes notes. Tink helps Lizzie paste them in her journal. Meanwhile, Vidia and the other fairies sail to Tink. The rescue boat goes over a waterfall. Silver Mist makes a water slide to keep the fairies safe. Soon, Tinkerbell leaves. She looks in the window and sees Lizzie. Lizzie wants to show her father the fairy journal. But her father does not have time for her. He is too busy fixing leaks. Tink decides to stay with Lizzie a little bit longer. Lizzie is very happy. That night, the rescue team gets in more trouble. Vidia is stuck in the mud. The other fairies try to help her, but a car is coming. Iridessa makes the driver stop and get out of the car. The fairies grab his shoelace. The shoelace pulls him out of the mud. Tink wants to help Lizzie and her father. She tinkers with the leak in their house. She fixes it. Tink sees a butterfly in the office. Lizzie's father trapped it in a jar to study it. Tink decides to set the butterfly free. Lizzie's father is very angry that this butterfly is gone. He blames Lizzie. Meanwhile, Vidia tells the other fairies that she trapped Tink in the fairy house. "This is not your fault," says Rosetta. The fairies vow to work together to find Tink. Tink sprinkles Lizzie with pixie dust to cheer her up. Lizzie flies. The rescue team arrives. Lizzie's cat corners them. The fairies distract the cat while Vidia looks for Tink. Lizzie's father goes to Lizzie's room. Tink flies up to him. She proves that fairies are real. Lizzie's father is shocked. He tries to catch Tink. Vidia arrives just in time. She pushes Tink out of the way. But Lizzie's father catches Vidia instead. Lizzie begs her father to let Vidia go, but he refuses. Now Tink must rescue Vidia. The other fairies agree to help. Lizzie wants to help too. The fairies sprinkle Lizzie with pixie dust. "All aboard," Tink tells the fairies. Lizzie and the fairies find Lizzie's father. He can't believe that Lizzie is flying. "It has to be magic," he says. "It is," says Lizzie. "Fairies." Lizzie's father believes her, and he finally believes in fairies. He lets Vidia go. The next day, the fairies have a tea party with Lizzie and her father. Lizzie pours tea. The fairies bring flowers. The fairies watch Lizzie and her father read together. Tink smiles. Her tinkering has fixed a leak and a family. The end. Thank you for reading along. Be sure to rate and follow us for new episodes posted daily.